as always, flowing from the survival scrolls. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Fizz. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Asking for What You Want. Let's go. So, family, are you the type of individual that can ask for what it is that you want? The reason why this question is coming up is I've realized that I have a passive-aggressive style about me, which evidently doesn't bode well for other individuals. I'm the type that I will say something, and then if it's not met or it's not addressed, I would let it fester within me, and then I'll blow up. And then, the other individual is left with, well, you didn't really say anything, In my mind, I'm like, you heard me. Why should I have to repeat? But for some people, repeating is a necessity. And not repeating in the sense that, they're retarded. Excuse me, guys. They're retarded or, they're anti-listening. But just because, sometimes you have to reiterate a situation. I think that's the better word. You may have to reiterate as opposed to repeat. Some people will adhere to what it is that you're trying to say, and some people will, you will have to repeat. But on a whole, for those in your inner circle, it's unfair. And then one is left with, well, you didn't really say anything. You should have opened up your mouth. You should have said something. You should have expressed yourself, explained yourself, went through whatever it was that you needed to do to get your point across. So my question to you, family, is do you ask for what you want? Is it too much? Are you in the company of individuals that possibly don't listen? Or that they that sometimes the world, let me fix this right here, guys. Okay. Sometimes the world is so much that you kind of get lost in the shuffle. Like, someone will say something, you'll be like, oh my God, I forgot, and you didn't mean to do it on purpose, but you forget, or got distracted, or something else took precedence, or what have you. So it's unfair that one will blow up. It's unfair that one will lash out because they didn't fully express themselves. Now, it's another story if you did and it's just going on deaf ears. Well then of course, then you'll lash out, you'll blow up, you'll express yourself, and you'll say what it is that injured you. Not in the conventional sense of injuring, but in the sense of, you didn't listen to me, you didn't hear me out. So are you the type of person that you ask for what you want? Is that too much? Do you feel that you will hinder someone else's space? That you will infringe upon their character? That it's like, oh my God, can I? And mind you, across the board, you may have a supervisor, a manager, what have you, who has a very strong character or a very cut and dry character. I want this, and this. And to ask for something, sometimes you probably might be like, oh man, if I go and I ask, man, that's going to be a thing. I really don't want to deal with it. Or a family member, and where you're like, oh, I got to go through this, and then I got to go through an explanation, and then I got to have a discussion, and then, but then what happens is you hinder yourself, and you hinder that individual because they're thinking one way, you're thinking another way, and then the worlds collide. Again, can you ask for what it is that you want? What do they say? What's that phrase? Closed mouths don't get fed. There's also a book, Closed Legs Don't Get Fed, too. And that's for gold digger type of women. And or men. That different story another time. Can you do that? And if you are, in my case, from time to time, passive aggressive, how do you work around that? What's your workaround? What can you do to say, do you have to rephrase? Do you have to come softer? Do you have to create an eloquence? Some people will turn around and be like, oh, he or she is very charming. And charming can have a bad taste in the mouths of many. Charming can come off as, you're just a little too sugary and sweet for what you want. I remember one time, I'll never forget this. I was in a class. No, I wasn't in a class. This dude is a prick. He could have easily let me go. Prick. Forever. Not a class. My daughter, she was in taking a class, and there was a parent-teacher forum. And one of the parents had made reference of saying something, I don't know what it was, addressing the administrative staff of the school. And then I turned around and I said something, and the way I put it, the context that I put it, I like to speak well. Excuse me. When the time arises. And I remember my daughter telling me that her schoolmate had said that the father was like, oh, he came off all, high sedity, and the way he was speaking, he said the same thing I did. I've always felt that speaking well is speaking money. Don't get me wrong, there are some individuals that make a great deal of money and they have the most horrible way of putting words and dictions and phrases and comments together, but nonetheless. And I was really taken back by that comment, like, he speaks, no, I'm gonna tell you exactly he speaks white. But that's what it was. And I was like, what does that mean? We had President Barack Obama, who spoke well. When he spoke, people listened. Brothers in the hood was like, you heard what Barack said? You heard what Obama said? What does that mean? Speak white. Speak well. Speaking well gets you far, gets people to pause and take a moment. I've seen it from time and time and time again. I've seen it. I've seen when a higher up is addressing a junior who may be rough around the edges in how he may express himself, and then I'll say something and they'll be like, oh, I've seen it. But anyway, another story, another time. Are you capable of asking for what you want? And if you're not, what is your workaround? How do you work around that? How do you get past that? Are you afraid of offending? Are you afraid of having to explain? Are you afraid of having to have a discussion, as opposed to just saying, listen, I need this, this, and this, and that's the end of that? Or do you just don't give a damn and be like, what, I'm just, listen, this is what I need. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, family, questions. Here we go. Let's give thanks and praise that we are 6 feet above ground and not below, and that those in your inner circle are in the same vein. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please subscribe to my Instagram channel, which I will put in the description down below. When you open up further the page, I will put my Instagram handle, which is bridging_fears with a cloud. But again, like, share, and subscribe, especially subscribe. The algorithm of YouTube really will help me, and it'll help this channel go far reaching, and there will be more content. There will be more individuals like yourself who are interested in saying, oh, let me hear what he's got to say. Maybe let me hear his insight. Hopefully I can sympathize or empathize or align with that type of thinking, or be like, nah, I really don't believe in what, no, I don't go with that. And that's cool, because that's what this platform is about. Anyway, family, whatever you do today, make a stand, make a statement. If silence is your statement, then so be it. Make it big. And you know my motto, and for those of you who are just tuning in, thank you. Thank you for riding with me. My motto is stay lovely, stay sexy, but most of all, family, stay safe. The weekend is upon us. Make the most of it. Enjoy it, relax it. If you have to work, we pray for you. We all do. Anyway, family, again, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next clip. This is Bridging Fears. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades. Peace.